right, thank you so much for agreeing to participate in this interview. Before we begin, can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Thaddeaus. I'm 17 years old and I'm dyslexic. And I'm currently studying college PPTS Pensyarah.
In your secondary school, what type of class were you placed in?
Normal class.
Based on the article that I have read, dyslexia is a learning disorder that involves difficulty in reading caused by the problems in identifying speech sounds. In your school, since students with special needs were placed in the same class with other students, did the teaching and learning practice take place normally or differently?
Normally.
How were you taught to read and write in school knowing that you have dyslexia?
When I was a child, I have this special English teacher, which she is from the United States of America. She helped me one-to-one class on writing, just on writing and ABC and so on.
Did you face any problems during the learning process in school? If so, how did you cope with the problems?
Yes, I have a lot of problems during my secondary. So, example, if I don't understand, maybe any subject, maybe a question that I don't understand, I would ask my teacher for help, or I ask my friend for their help, so that I would understand.
Did you join any additional or special classes in relation to reading and writing skills?
During my primary school, yes, but during my secondary, no. I'm on the normal class, like other classes and other students.
Did you have to use any special learning aids? If so, how did they help?
Yes, I use a special American standard syllabus, a book which it's very visualized and more easy to understand than our local books, which is very dull and like the black and white, and it's very it's not updated, and it's very, very, very hard to understand each and everything in one textbook, which is not updated and really, it's very, some of the pages are torn, and yeah, it's more, the American standard syllabus is very more easy to understand.
How did the teachers conduct the teaching practice? Did they approach all the students in class one by one, or did they simply teach in front of the classroom?
That question, so basically it's depend on the teacher, and some teachers are very aggressive, sometimes it's very lazy, some of them are very caring. I have one teacher, he's very caring, he goes one table to another table to just in one class he goes around and ask every student, do you understand this question, how to do this, how to do that, and so on. So yeah, it's depend on the teacher basically.
Were you assigned to any mentor teacher?
Mentor teacher, no.
Did the teacher use any teaching aids such as PowerPoint slides or videos to teach in class? If so, how did it help you to learn better?
Yes, like example, English class, Bahasa Malaysia, then science. My teacher uses PowerPoint slides. They go through like a lot of visual stuff, and more. It's more easy way to understand by using Power Slide, and it's very, especially like special needs student like me, it's very to understand by just seeing the Power Slide, and there's a lot of visual.
Which floor was your class on?
Ground floor.
How many students were in your class?
I would say, I can't estimate though. I can't really, the full amount of students. But in my class, if I'm not mistaken, it was about 20 and above, or it's maybe about 31.
Did the students in your class have the same type of learning disorders?
Yes, actually in my class I have a few friends that like they are very hard to cope in, like almost every subject.
Did you sit together with your other friends in class, or were you put in a different group along with students who have a similar problem?
In one class we have a group which in one group it has 6 tables, which is 6 students, and we sit in one group, and yeah, basically like that. I sit with other normal students in one group.
So tell me what you know about inclusive education in relation to dyslexia.
It really benefits me well, because I've learned that when I sit in a normal class, it really helps me to because we have like 31 students in one class, so it's really very easy for me to blend in and talk with my other friends. And even though if I have like I have like a simple question to ask, I could ask, like in one class we have like 31 students, I could ask 31 students in one class, to ask, maybe a hard question for, like, especially me, special needs students. Some of them, they are very hard to understand, even simple or hard questions. So it really benefits me well, and they treat us like the same. It's just very easy to blend in, and really, it's just really great.
Did you receive any form of help, such as learning aids or other donations from the government or non-governmental organizations?
Yes, during my primary school, I think if I'm not mistaken, I registered something that regarding on donations from the government, because I have like a special needs card, you know, that small pink card, OKU card. Yeah, I have that card, and I use that card to register regarding on the government donations and so on.